What up, guys? If you're drafting Pat Mahomes as your quarterback one in fantasy football this year, I think you are making a mistake. If you got Lamar Jackson inside your top 5, I think you're taking a risk. And if you're sleeping on Drake Maye, you might be missing the next fantasy superstar. Tonight, I'm ranking my top 10 fantasy quarterbacks. Yep, you heard me, my top 10 fantasy quarterbacks for 2026. And I'm willing to bet at least one of these rankings is going to make you angry. So let's find out which one.
It's the bus stop, swerving into what's hot. Coming live, Shady Sports, yeah, we got it on live. Sports and music, yeah, let's get into it. Do it like no other, do it. Blueprint for consuming the team that's never losing. Coming live from Colorado, like shit and follow. Shady Sports, the motto, fresher than avocado. Play by play and ball for ball, we coming to you from afar. Day to day and call for call, we talk about it all.
Yeah, this the bus stop, talking sports and hip hop. Jump on the bandwagon, cause we talking what's hot. 8303, Denver, what's happening? We got sports action. Come take a ride with us if you DJ and a rapping. No capping, staying linked in, bringing sports and rap news, stats news, and talking Denver Zuzu. And we ain't hard to find. We on Shady Sports Network like all the time. Gemini and Static got the ball, it's time to grind. It's the show you won't wanna miss, not one line. And ain't damn not a show bringing what we bringing. So go ahead and tune in, man. We just hanging at the bus stop.
Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports. Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports, Shady Sports.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Fantasy Reports on Shady Sports Network. Yep, you heard it. I'm back. We back with it. I'm 303. I'm the 303 bus driver. My bad. I was going to say it's the bus stop, but no, I'm the 303 bus driver, and this is Fantasy Reports. Tonight, I will be breaking down my way too early 2026 fantasy quarterback rankings, right? Josh Allen is still sitting on the throne. Drake Maye all the way up at quarterback 2. Lamar Jackson, he down at quarterback 8. And Pat Mahomes barely sneaks into my top 10. So I got a feeling we're going to have some disagreements tonight. And honestly, that's kind of how fantasy football should be, right? Before we get started, if you guys go ahead, drop your QB1 in the chat. I think you saw the comment. Who was your QB1 headed into 2026? And who's the most overrated fantasy quarterback out of my rankings? So let's do the rankings. But with your QB1, no explanations, no debates, just a name. Who is your quarterback 1 headed into 2026? Right? A lot of people have been saying, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Daniels. Somebody said Hurts somewhere. I don't know. Drake Maye, right? You're hearing it all over the board. But let me tell you who I heard Pat Mahomes somewhere. I don't even know where. I think I said Bo Nix, but right. Let me give you my QB1. And I meant to have my graphics up, but I didn't have time to get them up, but it's okay. My QB1 is going to be Josh Allen, man. I got Josh Allen coming in 2026, projected at 4,050 passing yards, 33 passing touchdowns, 620 rushing yards, 11 rushing touchdowns, and 395 fantasy points. These are just my predictions, guys, so take it or leave it, right? Let's go ahead and start with it. Question for everybody out there that's watching right now, and shout out to Moms for giving the like button already. Question everybody that's watching: how many years in a row has Josh Allen finished as either QB1 or QB2 in fantasy football? Take a guess. I'll wait. The answer is 6, guys. 6. He's been QB1, QB2, QB1, QB2, QB1, QB1. That's not just dominance, man. That's consistency, right? That's what you want to see in fantasy football, and we almost never see it. So every offseason, we start looking at somebody to replace him. Every season, he reminds us why he's still that dude, right? He's carrying the Buffalo Bills on his back, so we know what he's going to get, right? I got a question for you guys out there. Josh Allen falls in the round 3 of your draft. Are you taking him? Just type yes or no, leave it. If you're watching now, you're watching later. My answer is absolutely, right? If Josh Allen falls to the 3rd round in my redraft league, I'm probably going to go ahead and scoop him up because I probably got my wide receiver, probably got my running back, or I got at least 2 wide receivers or at least 2 running backs at that point, right? And I can go ahead and scoop him up because he's still sitting there, and that's going to lock it in. Keep it moving, though. Keep it moving. And I just want to put this question out there, too, before we move on. How early would you draft Josh Allen? Other than if not the 3rd round, how early would you draft him? So go ahead and leave that in the chat as well, guys. All right. Moving on. My quarterback 2. This might be a hot take. This might be controversial, but it's okay. My quarterback 2 is Drake Maye, right? I got him coming in at 4,350 passing yards, 34 passing TDs, 470 rushing yards, 7 rushing TDs, 382 fantasy points. That's beast mode right there. And man, oh gosh, I really want to get my graphics uploaded, but that's okay because you go to Shady Sports Network and check out the article. I got the article, their graphics there as well too. You can see all of this in the article. So Shady Sports Network, ShadySportsNetwork.com, and then check out my article. It's the bus driver's way too early quarterback 2026 quarterback ranking. So go there, you can see all this too. But right, I got him at number 2. Why? I don't know. Some of you probably think I'm crazy. I mean, I might be, right? But look at this. Fantasy football is about chasing elite traits, right? Passing volume, rushing ability, touchdown production. Drake Maye checks every single one of those boxes. I think he's the biggest threat to Josh Allen's throne entering the season, just based off the team too, right? He's going to have to carry his team. Almost. Look out for my wide receiver rankings. We'll see. But no, I think he's going to have to do a lot. But just to get something stirred up, who do you think will finish higher, guys? Drake Maye or Jaden Daniels? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I think obviously you see who I think is going to finish higher is going to be Drake Maye, I think. But we'll keep it moving, right? My quarterback 3, man, I don't know. It's fantasy football, right? But quarterback 3, I got Jalen Hurts coming in, 3,750 passing yards, a lot lower on the passing yards, right? 28 passing touchdowns, a lot lower on the passing touchdowns. But where he lacks in passing touchdowns, he makes up in the 10 rushing touchdowns, 690 rushing yards, and I got him coming out with 375 fantasy points, right? And again, guys, these are just my way too early predictions. This is before training camp even, which starts in less than 24 hours for most teams. But this is just where we're at right now. So I got Jalen Hurts coming in at quarterback 3. He's fantasy football's version of taxes, right? No matter how much people complain about him, myself included, he always shows up, right? As long as he's getting goal line touches, he will remain one of the safest fantasy quarterbacks in football, right? Question for you guys, though. Hurts or Maye? Who you drafting first? Leave it in the chat. All right. My quarterback 4, let's keep this moving. Keep it moving. Quarterback 4, I got Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels coming in. I got him projected to get 3,950 passing yards, 27 passing TDs, 820 rushing yards. 820 rushing yards, guys, and 8 rushing TDs, but only 370 fantasy points. So there'll be some interceptions in there. There'll be some turnovers in there as well, too. But 820 rushing yards is ridiculous. If Josh Allen owns the highest floor, Jaden Daniels might just own the highest ceiling, guys. You heard me? I said if Josh Allen owns the highest floor, Jaden Daniels might just own the highest ceiling. 800 plus rushing yards from your quarterback is a fantasy cheat code. That's a cheat. That's pretty much playing Madden, right? Like that's what you're going to get, right? When Daniels is healthy, few players can change the fantasy matchup the way he can. So that's why I got Jaden Daniels at 4. Those 820 rushing yards is ridiculous. So he can move up, right? Get even more points than that. And this is just redraft. So you only get one pick, guys. Who are you going to take? Jaden Daniels or Hurts? Leave it in the chat. Let me see who you're taking. All right, let's keep it moving. Actually, you know what? Since we're just getting started, I wish I could go and upload these pictures in here real quick. I wonder if I can while I'm just chilling right here. It'd take too long, guys. Whatever. It's just some graphics. Anyway, coming up next, right? Got Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and then the ranking everybody's waiting for to see, right? Because you haven't heard them yet. Lamar Jackson at quarterback 8. So if you're enjoying the show, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the Shady Sports Network, and if you're watching on replay, drop your QB1 in the comments. I'm going to take a break real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Maybe. Stay right here.
I'm a game changer.
Hey, let's go. Let's keep it moving, guys. That was our quarterbacks 1 through 4, right? Josh Allen, Drake Maye, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, right? Obviously some rushing quarterbacks, some quarterbacks got to carry their teams. Quarterbacks are doing a lot, right? Let's move on to quarterback 5, Caleb Williams. How do you feel about that? I got Caleb Williams at QB 5. 4,080 passing yards projected, 31 passing touchdowns, 420 rushing yards, 5 rushing TDs, 345 points. How do we feel about that? I think that's legit. I think he's gonna come through with the passing yards for sure. Those passing TDs, they definitely revamped his offense, so I feel like he's gonna pick up. This feels like the year Caleb Williams levels up, right? The talent has never been the question, but the consistency might just be catching up, right? He has another year with his coach, with his offensive coordinator. Fantasy superstar season might be right around the corner, right? So let me ask you, is Caleb Williams QB1 overall? Could he be QB1 overall? How do you feel about that? Right? I don't know, man. Let me know in the chat, though. All right, moving on. My QB 6, Justin Herbert. I don't even know, right? But I got him coming in 4,300 passing yards, 31 passing TDs, 430 rushing yards, 4 rushing TDs, and getting 340 fantasy points. Does anybody else feel like Justin Herbert gets forgotten every year? Because, I mean, I don't know if I say anybody else, but does anybody feel like he gets forgotten? Because I feel like I hear about him a lot, especially in messing around the AFC West. It seems like he is always talked about, but you know, we get caught chasing the newest names, right? The Drake Mayes, the Caleb Williams. Meanwhile, Herbert just keeps putting together strong fantasy seasons because fantasy seasons don't require playoffs, right? So he keeps putting those together. So would you rather draft Drake Maye early or Justin Herbert at a discount? Let me know. Leave it in the chat. All right. This one right here. I mean, we've been seeing this guy come around, right? And he's definitely proven that he belongs. And I think he's done a lot having this new coaching regime. And I'm talking about my QB7, Trevor Lawrence. I got him projected at 4,200 passing yards, 30 passing TDs, 320 rushing yards, 4 rushing TDs, and 332 fantasy points. Right? Nothing spectacular, but he's right there, right? At 4,200 passing yards could easily turn to 4,500 with that wide receiver Corey has. But I'm putting my flag down. Trevor Lawrence is one of my favorite breakout candidates entering 2026, right? The talent is there. He has the squad being built around him. The production just needs to catch up. I know they got rid of Travis A-Chain, but I think they got a receiving core that can definitely hold their own. And I think it's finally the year, right? So let me know in the chat, guys, is Trevor Lawrence overrated, underrated, or properly rated? How you feel about it? I got him at QB7. All right, chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling so far, right? Who's too high? Who's too low? Who's been your biggest disagreement so far other than Drake Maye, right? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it in the chat. My guess, most people are saying Drake Maye is too high. About to tell me Lamar Jackson is still too low. Hey, I'm just giving you my way too early to predict. It's training camp is like more than 24 hours away, less than 24 hours away, around the corner. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, my QB8. Check it out. Lamar Jackson. There you go. Finally put him out there. This is my projection for him. This is why I got him at 329 fantasy points. 3,485 in the passing yards. 3,485 passing yards. 25 passing TDs. 720 rushing yards. 5 rushing TDs. But 329 fantasy points. So there's some turnovers in there. There's some interceptions in there. Right. There's just some, there's a couple things in there. So I just want to say, let's get uncomfortable, right? and shout out Liam, 10 jewels. Thanks, bro. That's awesome. That's amazing. Shout out. Much love. Much love. Lamar Jackson, QB8. It's okay. It's okay. No, I don't think he forgot how to play football. I don't think he's going to play at QB8. I'm just saying fantasy rankings are about projections, right? Not reputation, right? We're getting projections. That's what we're putting out right now. So I'm saying, like, if he stays healthy all year, absolutely, probably top 2, right? MVP again, right? For sure, especially with that squad. King Henry, right? I'm just projections they're not best case scenarios, right? They're not what I think is most likely, but not what I think is the best case scenario. So let me know in the chat. Am I too high on Lamar? Am I too high on everyone else? Is Lamar too low? Do you think he's going to be number 1? What's the breakout question? Tell me. I want to hear it, right? If Lamar plays all 17 games and rushes for 900 yards, he's probably getting MVP, right? Prove me wrong. QB1. Fantasy football as well, getting 30-plus points every week. So, yeah, I'm just saying, this is my ranking, right? My ranking. Let me tell you my ranking. So, in QB9, all right, here we go. QB9, Bo Nix, 325 fantasy points. I got him projected. My projections for him is 3,950 passing yards, 28 passing TDs, 380 rushing yards, 5 rushing TDs, and of course 325 fantasy points. Now, Denver fans, don't come beat me up, right? I actually think it might be too low as well, right? Naturally, Bo Nix is still viewed as a sleeper here in Denver. We know what's up, right? We know what it is here. So, I'm saying, Denver audience, is he too low? Everyone else, is he too high? What do you guys think about it, right? I'm just saying, I think the Broncos are going to have one of the better receiving cores in the league this year. If you ask me, I think the Broncos are going to have a top 5 running core this year. If you ask me, right? This is all if you ask me. I'm just saying, like, I would put them at probably 2 through 6, probably put them in that range, but you can't, right? I guess not yet. It's still early, right? But Denver fans know what's up. Exactly, right? Like, I'm just saying, but it is what it is. Like, right now I got them at QB9. That's okay. Because you know what? You know what? I got Pat Mahomes at QB10. Right? I got him projected 4,450 passing yards, 33 passing touchdowns, 250 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, coming out at 320 fantasy points. Now every Chief fan leaves the stream. Peace. See you later. Deuces, my friends. The Broncos had it best when they had Jerry Jeudy. Gosh, no. No, this is where fantasy football and real football become two different things. Way different conversations, right? That's just why I got him so low. I mean, real football, Pat Mahomes probably one of the greatest greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen, right? Russian production matters, and that's why he's behind quarterbacks ahead of him. See, what do you play? I do fantasy football. So that's why I talk that. But that's awesome. I mean, what are you playing though? What position? Who do you play for? I'd love to hear all about it. But why do you think they had it best when they had Jerry Jeudy, man? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm saying fantasy draft tomorrow. 1 quarterback, guys. Who are you taking? Bo Nix or Pat Mahomes? Leave it in the chat. I love to hear it. Right? A couple of things. Like I said, check this article out, Shady Sports Network. Check it out. Bus drivers way too early 2026 rankings, quarterback rankings, top 10. Next week, I'll come out with my top 20 wide receiver rankings, I think I got. So come and see me next week, same time, same place. DB and wide receiver, of course, you play both. Which one do you like better? DB or wide receiver? Pat Mahomes. Oh man, I may have to. You know what? Don't even. No, I'm just saying. Which position you like better? While you get that in, a couple of my things. Elway was always the best QB. God bless. And you like DB better? I don't know, man. I mean, Elway obviously go, but so far, right? I thought Peyton Manning was pretty legit. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Elway is the GOAT around here. Who is the biggest bust risk from my list? I'm gonna say Drake Maye. Obviously, right? Like, got him at number 2, and they got a harder schedule, but he has AJ Brown, who I think is going to be definitely a top 10 quarterback. I think, but a lot can happen. A lot can happen. Biggest breakout, Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to have a decent season. Look at that receiving core. And then they got Travis Hunter just sitting there waiting whenever they need special plays. So I think we're going to see a lot more throwing from Trevor Lawrence. Maybe not so much more running, but I think he could get close to that 5,000 mark for sure. Biggest value, Justin Herbert, right? You probably see him just sitting there later in the draft. A lot of players picking up those other quarterbacks before him. Probably see him dropping pretty low. If you see Justin Herbert, you could probably get him, right? Yeah, totally. Like I would say, biggest value is probably gonna be Justin Herbert. If you ask me, most underrated, my dog, Bo Nix, man. Right? I'm gonna go with the homie, right? Even I got him at number 9, but it's okay because when he wins MVP, he'll be QB1, right? Most controversial, Lamar Jackson. Maybe he's a top 3, right? Big 3, right? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Right? RT13, what do you think? You said Justin Herbert and Pat Mahomes, and then John Elway, Drake Maye, number 3. He could be there. I don't know about Justin Herbert at 2. I'd have to pull up and see what he scored last year. Let me just look at my sleeper. Yeah. Fields 3. Oh man, you know what? I don't even need. Justin Herbert was number 2 in PPR last in 2021. We're a long way from Kansas, Dorothy. But no, Fields is quarterback 2 or 3, right, on the depth chart, right, for Kansas City. So, we may see him. We'll probably see some trick plays from him for sure. But and you know what? I got a question. I was gonna say, give me one quarterback outside my top 10 who crashes the party this season. So I guess RT, you saying Fields, other guys, everybody else, leave that quarterback in the chat. I would love to hear, one quarterback outside my top 10 that could end up in the top 10, right? I mean, the quarterback position it's pretty deep. There's a lot of quarterbacks out there that could do some damage for sure, and that we're going to see do some damage. It's going to be a good season for quarterbacks overall, watching it, right, in real life and fantasy. But fantasy championships are still won by quarterbacks who can create production with both their arms and their legs. And to your credit, RT, Justin Fields does create production with both his arms and his legs. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily always positive production, but like I said, we will see. We will get a chance to see for sure. But that's why I got Josh Allen number 1. That's why I got Drake Maye number 2. Daniels and Hurts, at 4 and 3. And that's why these rankings could look completely different by December, right? This is just my way too early rankings, right? We ain't even start training camp for the NFL yet. It's some teams it's 24 hours away, so a lot can happen between now and then. But, if you agree with them, let me know. If you don't, let me know, right? Drop your QB1 in the chat, though. I want to see your QB1. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Shady Sports Network. JSN, wide receiver 1. I love it. Come back next week, RT. You'll see, and check out Shady Sports Network as well for the article next week. I'll be dropping my top 20 wide receivers, and I promise you, JSN is up there for sure. I don't have him at number 1, but JSN is up there for sure. But yeah, drop your QB1 in the comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe to Shady Sports Network. Check out our live channel, Shady Sports Network Live, right? But come back to Shady Sports Network. Come join me every Sunday at the bus stop, every Sunday morning, and every Tuesday night for Fantasy Reports. It's back, man. I am back. And you know what? That's great. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 2. I love it. JSN 1, CeeDee Lamb 2. That's a tough list. And that's amazing. Come back next week, RT, and we'll talk wide receivers for sure, my dude. Especially with you being a wide receiver, right? Send me some footage. Send me some clips. What team do you play for? Drop that in the chats, right? Leave it with that, man. I'd love to hear about what team you're playing with, what you're doing, man. And let's talk about RT13, because obviously being a DB and a wide receiver, your wide receivers. So get prepared. Come back next Tuesday. We'll talk wide receivers for sure. I think you'll like my list. Maybe not, right? But hey, that's the way we do this for. So as always, guys, thank you for joining. RT13, thank you for joining in. I think we had another chime in earlier. Liam, thank you again for the jewels. Thank you for the gold coin. Thank you for being a star. Thank you for being, a subscriber. It's always welcome. Other than that, you guys, let's see. Columbus, Ohio, Edgewood Warriors. There we go. What is it? What league is the Edgewood Warriors in? Edwood? Did I say it right? Edwood Warriors out of Columbus, Ohio. Okay. Oh. Okay. Prep school. Well, you know what? Keep it up, man. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sure. Thank you for the support, man. Come back next week though. Let's talk about wide receivers though. Definitely be talking my list. You know what I mean? Get us some footage of your game tape. We'll put it out there. And definitely get it out on the live channel as well too. But guys, thanks for chiming in. It's been wonderful. This was my top 10 way too early 2026 quarterback rankings. You saw the list. Josh Allen, Drake Maye, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. What's that? Let me go back to this list and find it. Caleb Williams. Oh, man. Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson at 8. What? What is that? Bo Nix at 9 and Patty Mahomes at 10. What do you think about my list? Like I said, if you agree with it, let me know. If you disagree with it, let me know. Drop your QB1 in the chat. Come back next week. We'll be talking wide receivers and we'll be ranking them, right? And we'll be doing this every week here on Fantasy Reports leading up into the season. So let's get it going, guys. As always, see you at the stop. Peace.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.